trophy games span the sport far and wide, from battles over racks of ribs to numerous bells, representation of animals, and multiple weapons. But you know a rivalry is a rivalry when the fight is over a brass spittoon. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will get first crack at it today. The last time these two met, Indiana had no problem at all with Michigan State.
They exercised some demons. This has been a one-sided series. They had the opportunity to put the foot down on the neck, and they did. Indiana kept pouring it on, and they beat down Michigan State.
Man, we've seen in recent years too, David, how much more...
Breaks into the open. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in, it's Briggs. And he's loose on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if we try to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and Stockton. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Spartans will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
There he goes. Quick step and go. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old brass spittoon. The trophy itself first created for this series in 1950.
This has been a great rivalry in the Big Ten. I know they went to different divisions. This was a
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Jones. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Faulkner. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play-action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The Hoosiers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Give to the back. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
This offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Attempt to try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Pulls it, fires complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the...
Turning it on! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Syracuse. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Indiana! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old brass spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause for World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but Michigan State has owned the old brass spittoon. And they have owned this series. It's been very one-sided. They've dominated it, Jesse, so looking forward to see if Indiana can kind of reverse that trend.
And I know this is a rivalry that a lot of college basketball fans get really excited for every year, but the football rivalry is pretty good, too, and you both just very eloquently laid out why and the history behind this game. They do not like each other.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll park it at the 11. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look.
Trick 9, B.
Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
22 water.
Direct snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A doff of the fedora. A hat trick. And we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school and Little League, but my goodness, to do it at the college level, you already got 3, and it's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lets it go. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, Smarty. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on fourth down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He'll take another shot here. To the end zone, and it's picked off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
You know, to a lot of people, it's just a brass spittoon. But to these teams, it means so much more, and it sure looks like it so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Guys, gotta love when the brass spittoon is up for grabs. Let's get things back to you.
The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're past.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a...
Taking it the other way. Made a defender miss. Touchdown Spartans. A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. up by 13 over Syracuse. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Grab near the marker. It's McFadden. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
First down, Hoosiers.
And the Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's McFadden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The run from the shotgun. Got room to work. Lots of running room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McFadden. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They want to throw it. Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push. out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Upshaw.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking for a crease. It's Stockton. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
I'm a little bit surprised you're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. A strike downfield. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it.
There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him
just plowing ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy come. Crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
But when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
22, water. Can it be?
To throw, it's Bettis. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. The offense batting .500 on 4th down. They're 2 for 4 so far. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on it.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Avery. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The Spartans will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. the stats. Scanning the field, it's Bettis. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. To the victor go the spoils, and the old brass spittoon will reside in Bloomington as Indiana takes down Michigan State. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.